This study is written by the winner. This is a loser's song. I took this job in the summer. I never saw the winter rolling on. I never thought it would end in a second. A burn-out smoking wreck. Expectations and ambition, just a rope around my neck. Broke my back to earn a crust. I saw my dreams die in the dust. Now I'm walking on house roof looking at the flowers. Walking on house roof looking at the flowers. All in blue, red, yellow, and blue. So sweet and true. There's nothing better to do. Well, I'm not hiding, come and find me. What am I doing? There's no need to remind me. Walking on house roof looking at the flowers. In the A to B and the miles per hour. Keeping out of reach of the higher power. Where the bees are buzzing in the April showers. The storm belongs to the victor. This is a consolation song. Your life is science fiction. In a flash then you'll be gone. No more trials and no more troubles. Bad luck or bursting bubbles. Walking on house roof looking at the flowers. Yeah, we'll be walking on house roof looking at the flowers. Thank you very much. Please, David.
Thank you so much, John. Now, I would like to introduce to you Bob Ryder, the Secretary-Treasurer of the Chicago Federation of Labor.
It's a beautiful day, isn't it? I like raising hell when it's raining out. It's fun. How many of you guys either work or read the Chicago Reader? Right? You know, I've lived in and out of Chicago a long time. The one thing that I always knew is that if I wanted to know what was going on in the city of Chicago, whether it be what's a hot concert or what's going on socially in the city, the thing that I needed to do was walk into a coffee shop or a restaurant or a record store and pick up the Chicago Reader. Because not to say that we don't have fine journalism everywhere else, but the Reader is something that really told the story of the city of Chicago. You guys agree with me? And you know who makes that happen? It's not the people who own the Reader, it's the people that write the Reader. Am I right? And I tell you what, I have a lot of friends in politics. You know, people don't always like to say that they have friends in politics, but I'm not afraid because we have some really good political people here in the city of Chicago. I mean, you know, back in June, I was involved with this thing. You guys familiar with something called earned sick time? This is a thing that we did with friends of ours in the Chicago City Council. Yesterday we did it at the county, where we're giving sick time to everybody who works here in the city of Chicago. And I'm going to introduce somebody who helped us do that at the city council level. You know, what I've learned is that we have a true friend right here in the center of the city of Chicago, where all the action's happening, and that's with the alderman of this ward, Brendan Riley. Brendan?
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the 42nd Ward. It's my pleasure to be here to stand with you in support of a fair contract. I can tell you the Chicago Reader is as much Chicago as the Cubs or the White Sox. It's a part of our social fabric. I think I found my first apartment when I moved to Chicago through the Reader. But we don't have much in the form of long-form journalism here in Chicago, and I think that's something people need to remember. The Reader is an incredible resource. I'm not just saying this because all of you are standing in front of me. It's a fact. Where's Ben Jarafsky? There he is. So let's talk about editorial content for a second. I have been on the receiving end of Ben Jarafsky's pen before, and I'll tell you what, that's why I'm here. It's important. The Reader has had a key role in holding our government here in Chicago accountable. Way before it was cool to talk about tax increment financing and tax increment financing reform, Ben Jarafsky and Mick Dumke, who was a former colleague, both were beating that drum for a very long time. And here we are today. You can't go a day without talking about TIF districts in Chicago. And so without that kind of reporting and that attention to detail, we probably wouldn't be here. So I know this. I know that Chicago cannot afford to lose the Reader. I know the Reader is truly the people who are standing here today. You're the ones who make this happen. I fully support you. Anything I can do to help. We don't need any more rats in downtown Chicago. We've got too many these days. So I do hope you get a fair contract. The fact that many of you have gone 10 years without a raise, to me, is criminal. And so I hope to God you guys get what you deserve. You do fantastic work, and you're a real resource for all of us in Chicago. I'm with you. Keep it up and get a good fair contract.
You know why it's important to have friends like Alderman Riley? See, let me tell you a little bit about the CFL. The CFL